What an absolute shocker. Absolute shocker. Disgraceful display. I don't think I can remember seeing them play this poorly in that second half this season. I'm sure we have. But for me, that was absolutely pathetic. You know, no chance were they interested. No way was that a game we should be losing. But when you defend like that, what do you expect to happen? What do you really expect to happen? Do you expect to be able to go on and win a game when you're letting in goals like that, where players can just literally drift into the box without you even noticing? Absolutely disgraceful display. Absolutely disgraceful. I'm sorry, but it was pathetic. You know, I'm all for supporting the players, all for looking for positives out of a negative. But there is no way there's any positives in that. We've got every single one of our players back. All our top stars are there. You wouldn't think it. Looking at that display. It's lethargic, it's slow, it's side to side, there's no penetration, there's no pressure on the ball, there's no endeavour to get anywhere. You know, this sounds like me talking about, you know, Pochettino days at the end when everything was going wrong. You know, for me, this is just as bad. You know, Jose Mourinho's come in, the guy wins silverware everywhere he goes, and everyone's saying, oh, you know, when he gets his first full season, you know, he'll get silverware and so on. And I really hope that that's true. But that was diabolical. You know, in the end, all he did was put every attacking option on the pitch. But they didn't seem to have a plan. It was all just down the middle, so congested. Not one quality ball put in for the whole game. No crossing. I mean, Serge Aurier, what was he doing? Was he Serge Aurier's brother yesterday? Because he's crossing, generally speaking, you'll get one or two decent ones. He did nothing yesterday. And for all the effort and all the improvements that Ben Davies has been talked up about, again, nothing coming up the left side at all. Everything was coming up the right, and with Aurier that far forward, it just leaves so much space behind him. And if they can't get across and cover him, it's just pathetic. It really is. To be honest with you, I really don't know what to say about it. I really don't. I'm so disappointed and so fed up with it. I just don't know. I just don't know what to say. You know, okay. So there's some key moments in there. VAR. What is that all about? What is that all about? For me, that is just absolute nonsense. You know, by the letter of the law, if it touches someone's hand, oh come on, the bloke's been fouled. He's falling over. Someone kicks the ball at him. How is that a handball? How is that anywhere near a handball? It's just nonsense. There is no logical explanation for that. And then you look at that and you go, okay, so it's not a goal. It's a foul, obviously, because he was pushed over. No, not even a foul. What are you talking about? Honestly, you know, that for me, maybe if I'm looking for a positive, I might say if we'd have got that goal, maybe we'd have been on top, we'd have been pushing, we'd have gone in with a better attitude and you know, put them, you know, hit them so that they don't know where, you know that we're coming on top and knock their confidence a little bit. But come on, if that's what I've got to hang on to, then not one bright spark in that game for me. Not one. You know, for me, they're all just running around like headless chickens, all into the same space. No one really knows their job. They're all just trying to get on the ball somewhere along the line. They're all just, oh, give me the ball, give me the ball. But if you've got the ball and there's no one to pass it to, what's the point? You know, you need to make space. You need to make those runs. You need to stretch them. You know, rather than just passing it in front of them so they can sit there like a bank of 8 players and go, come on in, because you've got no penetration, mate. You don't know what you're doing. You can't play a clever pass. You can't whip it round the corner. There was just nothing. And when they had the ball, we were just running off them. No pressure on them at all. You know, they were passing it around us. You know, it's just absolutely pathetic. There is something really bad going on there in terms of the mindset of those players. There's got to be something going on mentally, because physically they've got the ability, technically they've got the ability. You know, you've got one of the best managers in the world allegedly, and you can't break down and look at a way to turn a 1-0 deficit around. But you can happily sit there and take another 2 spankings. So that's it. End of the season. It's over. Might as well get there. Might as well have the party now. End of season party. No Champions League, which we always knew was going to be difficult. No Europa League. That's not going to happen either. Not from my point of view. And of course you've got the added disappointment of St Tottering's Day coming on. So yeah, you know, everything's great. You know, well done. Thanks a lot. You know, we've had a great season. You know, back to the good old days. So yeah, we've got a shiny stadium, got the longest bar in Europe, and our beer bottles fill up from the bottom. Yeah, great. Okay, something to be proud of. Oh, and we've got a great club shop. I have to tell you, you've never seen a great club shop like this one, mate. But the football's crap, and we're not doing anything. We're not challenging for anything. We're not going anywhere. So yeah, all in all, a really good night. Rushed home from work, had me dinner late, just so as I could sit there and watch that crap. And unfortunately, it was crap. So there's some major surgery got to go on there, major surgery. And I don't know whether we're going to be able to do that. So let's see. Let's sit here and watch teams like Wolves and Sheffield United and Leicester, you know, overtake us and start taking up those spots, so that we end up back in no man's land again, along with all the other also-rans and so-called big clubs that are, you know, sleeping giants, as they say. Absolutely pathetic. I hope Mourinho gives them something today, because that was poor, really, really poor. So I'm sorry for the miserable rant that this has become, but I'm just saying how I'm feeling this morning, and I'm sure most of you feel exactly the same. I'm sure most of you are just as fed up with it as I am. But what can you do? The trouble with a football team is it's in your heart. Once it's in your heart, you can't get it out of your heart, and that's it. So we're stuck there, and we'll be glued to the TV for the next game, and hoping and praying that we can get something out of that. See, getting all coffee and chesty and that now, because I'm so fed up with it all. Anyway, cheer up, guys. Soon be next season. Up the Spurs.